Khamenei named 3 secret successors before he died. Here's what that means for Iran. March 1st, 2026. Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, is confirmed dead. State media used the word martyred. Foreign intelligence sources confirmed the strike. Global markets reacted within minutes. But buried beneath the breaking news headlines was a far more consequential revelation. In the months before his death, Khamenei had quietly submitted 3 names to Iran's constitutional body responsible for choosing the next supreme leader, the Assembly of Experts. He did not announce them publicly. He did not elevate them openly. He gave the names privately. And now, those 3 names may determine the future of the Middle East. Tonight we examine who those 3 men are, why one of them is already dead, why none of them command Iran's military, and why the succession crisis is unlike anything Iran has faced since 1979. This is not speculation. This is the constitutional reality Iran faces right now. How Iran chooses a supreme leader. To understand what happens next, you need to understand how the system works. Iran is not a presidential democracy. The president governs day-to-day policy, but the supreme leader is the ultimate authority. Under Article 111 of Iran's constitution, if the supreme leader dies, the Assembly of Experts, an 88-member body of clerics elected every 8 years, must immediately convene and select a successor. This process happened once before. In 1989, after the death of Ruhollah Khomeini, the Assembly met and selected Khamenei within hours. But 1989 was different. There was no active regional war, no leadership vacuum inside the military, no simultaneous strikes on senior officials. This time, the transition is happening under dramatically different conditions. The 3 names Khamenei chose. According to multiple confirmed reports, Khamenei privately identified 3 clerics as preferred successors in the event of his assassination or sudden death. Number 1, Ghulam Hossein Mohseni. Ghulam Hossein Mohseni, current Chief Justice of Iran, a longtime conservative insider, deeply involved in the judiciary during major protest crackdowns. He has strong theological credentials, institutional experience, deep connections within Iran's clerical establishment. What he does not have: operational command over Iran's military, direct authority over the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. He represents continuity, not military dominance. Number 2, Ali Khamenei. Ali Khamenei, a senior official within the Supreme Leader's office, longtime internal administrator, deeply trusted by Khamenei. However, confirmed reports state he was killed in the same strike that killed Khamenei. That changes everything. One of the 3 potential successors is no longer alive to be considered. Number 3, Hassan Khomeini. Hassan Khomeini, 35 years old, grandson of Ruhollah Khomeini, the founder of the Islamic Republic. He is widely seen as more moderate than many senior hardliners. His advantages: the Khomeini name carries immense symbolic weight. It connects directly to the 1979 revolution. It may offer legitimacy during crisis. His disadvantages: limited experience in national security, no direct military command authority, no history of managing wartime decision-making. His candidacy would represent generational change, but also uncertainty. The military factor, the IRGC. Here is where the situation becomes complex. Iran's most powerful institution is not the presidency. It is the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the IRGC. The IRGC controls major missile programs, oversees regional proxy networks, manages vast economic assets, fields approximately 150,000 personnel. Under the Constitution, the Supreme Leader is Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. But now that position is vacant. None of the 3 clerics named by Khamenei currently command the IRGC. This creates a structural gap: civilian religious authority versus military operational control. Historically, Khamenei maintained tight oversight over the IRGC. His personal authority balanced the system. With that authority gone, the Assembly of Experts must move quickly to avoid institutional drift. Mojtaba Khamenei, the name not on the list. There is another figure drawing attention: Mojtaba Khamenei, the late leader's son. For years, analysts speculated he might be groomed for succession. However, he was not included among the 3 reported names. Publicly, Khamenei had expressed opposition to hereditary leadership. Still, Mojtaba has long-standing relationships with an element of the IRGC and clerical networks. Whether he emerges as a contender depends on political negotiations inside the assembly, military alignment, elite consensus within Tehran. But officially, the constitutional process rests with the assembly of experts. Why this succession is different from 1989. When Khomeini died in 1989, the state was stable. The war with Iraq had ended. The assembly had time to prepare. Today, Iran faces external military pressure. Several senior officials were reportedly targeted simultaneously. Regional tensions remain high. The transition is occurring under pressure. The assembly must balance ideological continuity, institutional stability, military coordination, public legitimacy. The speed and unity of a decision will determine how smooth or turbulent this transition becomes. What happens next? 3 likely paths. Rapid appointment. The assembly quickly confirms conservative cleric, such as Mohsen Ejai, to ensure stability. Symbolic legitimacy choice. Hassan Khomeini is selected to unify factions under the revolutionary name. Extended deliberation. Internal debate delays the decision, increasing pressure on state institutions. The longer the process takes, the more uncertainty grows. Iran's constitution was designed to prevent chaos. Now it is being tested. The most important political decision since 1979. The death of Ali Khamenei marks the end of an era that lasted more than 3 decades. He shaped Iran's nuclear posture, its regional alliances, its confrontation strategy, its internal political structure. Now 3 names, chosen quietly in advance, sit before the assembly of experts. One is dead. One represents continuity. One represents symbolic renewal. The decision they make will define Iran's future leadership, its military posture, its relationship with the West, and the balance of power in the Middle East. The system was built to survive this moment. Now the world watches to see if it will. If you found this analysis valuable, consider subscribing to Recorded Conflicts for more structured, evidence-based war history.